and welcome. Oh, this is probably really annoying. Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel. So today's video is going to be an Ulta haul. So as I've mentioned before, I was traveling over the past month and I stopped in Idaho to visit my family, and I visited the Ulta there while I was out and about. And then when I got down to Louisiana, our house wasn't available at the time, so we were staying in a hotel which was right outside a mall. How convenient, right? I didn't even plan that, but how convenient. So one day I walked over to the mall while I was just bored in the hotel room and went to Ulta and did a shopping trip. So I kind of combined the two of those trips together, and I'm more than happy to share them with you. So I have an Ulta bag inside. So this is the Ulta bag from Idaho when I stopped there, and I'll show you what I got. These are just things that I had kind of been eyeing at Ulta for a while, and finally was just like, whatever, I'll just do it. I'll just do it. What's the big deal? Just more stuff I have to move, right? So what? So here we go. The first thing I got is this Makeup Revolution Redemption eyeshadow palette in Romantic Smoked. These are the $7 palettes. Here's what it looks like. It doesn't come with a mirror, unlike the other one that I had. And I will say the quality of this one is not as good as my original palette. And this is the Makeup Revolution Professional Eyeshadow Palette in Neutrals versus Neutrals. So here's what the inside of that one looks like. It came with like a full mirror. Here's what the two look like side by side. So this is definitely a higher quality, just packaging and shadows. Just overall, it's a little bit higher quality than this guy. But this one comes with 5 shimmer shades and 7 matte shades. So I have used this. I will say they are chalky and kind of powdery, but the shimmer shades are better than the matte shades in this particular palette. I'll swatch a few of them here for you. But overall, I would say for the price, it's really not that bad. I've definitely seen a lot worse, and I did only pay $7 for this palette. So, I don't know. I guess I can't complain too much. But, I don't know. Maybe I'm just being a really nice person about it. I don't know. So, here's a swatch of a few of them. As you can tell, they are kind of hit and miss. Some are really opaque, others are not. Like this shade right here doesn't look good on its own, but once you start applying it and kind of build it up, it's a gorgeous, gorgeous shade. These two shimmer shades are really opaque. These two matte shades are really opaque, but these other ones, like this dark gray, let's see, this is an olive green and this is like a black, a grayish black, and they don't look that great. But I don't know. I'm not too disappointed in it because I didn't pay tons of money for it. But I was a little let down because they're not nearly as good as the ones in their other palette. So I don't know. I'm kind of on the fence about how I feel about that one. And then I did get another one of their palettes, and this is the Essential Matte palette. And I mean, it's the same way. Some of these matte shades, which there are some that are also in this palette, so I do have some duplicates. They're hit and miss. Some are really good, others are not. You just have to really build up the intensity for a lot of them to work. But they blend really well. That's the other side. They may not be really opaque, but they actually blend really well. So I've done a few eye looks out of this palette, and it didn't look bad. It just took a little bit more time to work with than other eyeshadows that I have. So I mean, it's not awful, and like I said, I only paid $7 for this. And actually, I think when I went and bought these, they were buy one get one 50% off. So I mean, I even got them for a steal, and I think that's why I ended up buying 2. So I mean, I don't hate them. It's really good to have a large variety of like transition and neutral shades. So I'm still gonna use it. I'm still gonna get a lot of use out of it, but it's not necessarily something that I feel like I need to reach for every day, if that makes sense. I would say if you are going to buy the Makeup Revolution palettes, go for the ones that come in boxes. These just came with like cellophane wrapped around them, and this one came in a black box. I would go for the ones that come in boxes. They are a better quality packaging and shadow wise. So I think they're just like the two different lines. This is more of a professional line, and this is just kind of like a eyeshadow, like your average drugstore eyeshadow kind of thing. And then I also got this Maybelline Master Prime. This is the Blur and Illuminate. I loved this primer. It is gorgeous. It is the only illuminating primer I've ever found that works for my oily skin. I do have really oily skin, and I've lived in humid climates. I've lived in California. I currently live in Louisiana. So illuminating primers were never a thing for me. I could never use them because they either make me look like a grease ball, or like by the time I have applied it, my oils start poking through before I can even get foundation on, which is not what you want. But here is what it looks like. It's just a really nice kind of pinky toned illuminating primer. It's really nice and soft. It's not overbearing. It's not glittery by any means. You can definitely just put this on and go. It does not look bad on its own. It looks great under all foundations. It just gives a nice subtle glow to the skin, which is a really big deal for spring and summer. It's really in. So I'm happy that I tried this. And then I got this Rimmel London Match Perfection Concealer. This is in the shade Fair. Here's what it looks like. I just saw this on some YouTuber's channel. I know she's from Canada. Oh, Rach Loves. I saw this on her YouTube channel, and I'd never seen anybody use it before. And I just thought the applicator was fun. So I looked into it and discovered it wasn't just like a Canadian thing. You just squeeze the tube and it squeezes up into the brush, and then you apply it. Really nice. It's not quite as light because it is fair. It's not quite as light as my NYX concealer, which is holy grail for me, but it still does the trick, especially when I use a little bit more of a darker foundation. It looks great. And then the last thing I got from that shopping trip is this Ulta Makeup Brush and Sponge Cleaner. It's just this little thing. It comes in this size, and then it comes in a bigger bottle. This one was like $3 or $3.50, and it's really simple. You just spray it on your brush or your sponge and then run it under water, and you're good to go. I really like this for traveling because number one, it's small. And number two, it's super fast and easy to use. You don't have to worry about carrying around a big like container with the hard soap that you run things over from like Sephora and MUA. You don't have to worry about those. You don't have to worry about taking like a big jar or bottle of shampoo that's gel-like that you really have to work in. This is really nice and easy to use, and it's fast, and I love that about it. So the actual last thing I got from my first trip, and this is the trip in Idaho, are these Ulta eye makeup removing pads. They look like this. They come in a light white little jar. I got a sample of these in one of their gifts, like if you spend so much money you get a gift bag, one of those things. And I tried them out, and oh my god, I love them. So they come in just these little rounds like this, and they're already saturated. It comes with 80 pads in this jar, and I honestly don't remember how much this thing was. I want to say it's like 10 bucks, which really isn't bad. I don't use it on an everyday basis, only when I have like heavy eye makeup that I can't get off with my micellar water when I'm cleaning my face and removing the rest of my makeup. I'll go back in with one of these if I have to, but I try not to. But they're a lot like the Almay cotton wipes. A lot of people use, a lot of people love those. They work better than those in my opinion. And they work better than just regular like makeup removing wipes and even my micellar water. So I love these. I love them, love them, love them. And I really don't go through them too fast, but they're just really nice and fast and easy to use. And now into the second one. This one was a little more pricey. But the first thing I got are two new Essence the gel nail polishes. I got this purple one. I don't know if it says a shade in it. Oh, Amazed by You. It's in the shade Amazed by You. And then I also got the Absolute Pure, which is just a top coat, like a clear top coat. These are gel nail polishes that don't require a UV light, which is like the newest thing out on the market right now. I've tried a couple of other ones. I have a coral one and a gray one, and I loved them both. So once I got down to Louisiana and I was sitting in my hotel room bored, I decided I'll paint my nails. And that's what I did. I also got a couple of face masks. I've already used one and I didn't keep the packaging. But I got two of the Seventh Heaven little individual face masks. This one is the Passion Peel Off, which deep cleans. It's a deep cleansing peel off face mask. Something I do love about this brand, I wish they built tubes, first of all. I wish they had some that you could buy in tubes. But they are a cruelty-free brand, and it's from London, so I love these. The other one I got was like an argan oil mud mask, which it was a deep cleaning and purifying as well as like soothing face mask, which is something I really felt like I needed at the time. The thing I did notice is I have a lot of breakouts, and I had a lot of breakouts over the past month between traveling to so many different climates, and it's really hard on your skin to go from like a warm, like humid climate to kind of a cooler, dry climate and across, and it was just a long, bad breakout. So I'm still trying to get that under control, which is another reason I bought this, which is the Badescu drying lotion. Here's what it looks like. I heard Tati talk about this, and it's just this kind of clear liquid. It's a little shaken up right now, but when it settles, it's a clear liquid up here, and then this pink kind of like Pepto-Bismol colored product that settles at the bottom, and you're not supposed to shake it. You just take a Q-tip, you dip it all the way down into the pink product, and then you take it out and you dab it on your acne breakouts, and you let it sit overnight, and it dries them out, makes them go away. And it worked on quite a few of my breakouts, but it just hasn't completely resolved itself. So I highly recommend it. It's a little bit pricey. It's $17 for the bottle, but it'll last you forever. Like, I don't think it has an expiration date. I'm sure it does, but it'll last you forever, and it works wonders. I love it. I also got this Essence Silky Touch Blush. Here's what it looks like. This is in the shade 10, which is adorable. I bought this because I accidentally misplaced my blush palette, my e.l.f. blush palette that I showed from a previous video when I was traveling. I accidentally misplaced that in a different suitcase when I was leaving Idaho, and so when I needed to go out, I needed a blush, so I just bought this little one. I love the size of it. It's really nice, really soft. It's not powdery, it's not chalky or anything like that. It's a really nice, natural looking blush that goes with every makeup look, and it's the perfect size to just tuck into anything. I love that guy. And then I got a couple of different foundations. So I got the Physicians Formula Organic Wear BB All-in-One Beauty Balm Cream. Mine is in the shade Light. Here's what the packaging looks like. I obviously have already used these products because I've had them for a while. But here's what it is. This is like an all-new Holy Grail product for me. I love it. I loved it the first day I used it. I love it now. I will never stop loving it. It is perfect for summer. I love BB creams during summer because they're really nice and easy and hydrating on your skin. But this one is like thick. Not to the point that it feels heavy on your skin, but like when you, it's almost like a moussey consistency. It's really thick. It doesn't run on your hand at all. And then when you blend it out, it is full coverage. When you look at it there, it's perfect. It looks gorgeous on the skin. It looks natural, but it's not too heavy. It's just so nice, and it actually keeps me matte throughout the day. Like, it keeps me more matte than a lot of my mattifying foundations do during the day, which is amazing. Like, the best thing I could have ever found And I only bought this because I saw Kathleen Lights brag about it one day in just like a little blurb on one of her hauls. So thank you, Kathleen Lights. Best thing ever. It is a little bit pricey, but I love Physicians Formula. It is 100% organic. It is cruelty-free. It is good for your skin. It doesn't smell weird. It doesn't smell like chemicals. It smells natural. Love it. I love their products. I can't rave enough about that. And then the last thing I actually bought is the Too Faced Born This Way foundation. I bought mine in the shade Snow. So when I first started getting into makeup like a year ago, I looked at this foundation because it's a really good quality foundation, and I heard somebody brag about it. I think it was Madison Miller who bragged about it, about how this is like her holy grail foundation. And so I looked into it, but at the time, their lightest shade, which was Porcelain at the time, was way too yellow for me. I have a very cool undertone skin, like pinky undertone is what I go for, and their Porcelain was so yellow that it looked like a fake tan, like a bad orange fake tan on me. So I was really bummed out at the time, and then last week or the week before, something like that, I heard another YouTuber talk about it. I think it was Emily Fox, and she mentioned that they had released a couple of lighter shades, like 2 new lighter shades and 4 darker shades a while back. I never heard about the release, but I thought I would give it a shot. So this one is in the shade Snow. I think I mentioned that. It is their lightest shade that they have available now, and it is still kind of like a yellowy undertone. Here's what it is. It is kind of a runny foundation. Not too bad, but it does run a little bit. But even though it's yellowy, it's light enough that I can make it work with my skin tone. But I love it. It's what I'm wearing today. It's a pretty light to medium coverage foundation. You can build it up to more of a medium full coverage, but it just looks nice on your skin. As you can see, like, you can kind of tell that it's a little yellowy on my skin right there, but once it's on and I have everything else on my face, like, you can't tell the fact that it's yellow, if that makes sense. Like, it's not that big of a difference, so I can definitely make it work, and it just feels nice and smooth, and it feels wonderful on the skin. Lightweight, great feeling, so I'm really happy I found this. Thank you, Emily Fox, for telling me that they had lighter shades out, because I am happy that I finally get to try this, and I would definitely say it's well worth the money. I was a little on edge, and I was kind of thinking after the first day that I would return it because I wasn't sure if I would really like it, but I've fallen in love. I love this foundation. It doesn't have SPF in it, so if you're worried about it breaking you out, then that's fine. You'll be able to get away with it. But I really do love it, and it has a really nice high quality packaging, so I will definitely be repurchasing this once I run out. So that is everything from my 2 Ulta hauls in the midst of my trip and my vacation and my moving extravaganza, I guess you can say. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you later. Bye!